All right, now we're live in vertical mode, and I don't know how it's going to go. Now we're in vertical, and I don't know what happens, because I'm going to call this part one. Okay, so that's part one. Now let's jump over here to the current live stream. So here are my thoughts. We just started another live stream at a very late hour. And yes, we did start it in vertical mode, but I don't even know if YouTube will ping people. So it might not work. We'll see how it's going to go. I mean, I don't know if that means we're just suddenly going to get a bunch of views, a bunch of orders. All right, part two, live card shop. So I don't truly know if this is going to work out. Okay. Get AI to help with your channel. What? That's cool. All right. This is cooked on my TV. You're cooked? I'm cooked! All right, let's go ahead and ping everyone a second time. Monday night, part two. Okay, Mr. Alex already pinged. All right, so I refresh here. So, notably, there were almost no likes on the horizontal stream. That's up to you guys to decide to do that. I can't make you do that, so that's just up to you guys. Yeah, but also, how could you get a lot of likes if you only had like 55 viewers? You're just not going to have them. So maybe the likes were actually just the normal amount. All right, let's move some of these to the side. Oh yeah, start cramming these. Cool. Oh, there we go. My liking thumb is hurting, says Ryan Shapiro. Should make vertical permanent, says Alex. There. Oh, how'd that Charizard get back there? How does Nido King get back there? These guys can't be back here. All right. Mister, can you say you had your Inner Health Plus today? What's an Inner Health Plus, huh? Let me have a sip here. Is that like an ad? Oh, baby, that's good. All right. You didn't rip my EB1, says Eddie Collects. All right, let's take a quick look into this. Eddie Collects says my EB1. Mr. Eddie, what's the name on this order? Let me know what the name on the order is. Is it Edward C? Is that the name? Edward Cornelio? It's an Australian probiotic. Oh. Me and my girlfriend are gonna see the the new Conjuring. I'm gonna get nightmares. What? You're gonna get scared? She gonna hold you to make you feel good? We cannot see the full price on the card on the left. There we go. That's Power Keepers Vulpix PSA 10. Edgar. So Edgar, I don't see an order for you at all. Let me try logging into YouTube. Or I'm sorry, YouTube. Let me try logging into PayPal. Was this a PayPal order? Give me a moment here, guys. I do get bad nightmares. I agree. You get the nightmares? Bro. Game over. Yeah. On CASHAPP. Okay, I'm heading over to CASHAPP. I don't see it. Let me turn my phone on. I'll check CASHAPP on my phone. Maybe there's just no email for it. I think I had that happen like once, where I got the cash, but there was no email. Okay, we're going to look at... how do I look at the history? Here it goes. Gavin Stewart, Brian Froon, Luke Casta. I don't think you sent it. I don't think I actually received it. So that is why I've not opened it, because you might have queued it up to send it to me, and then you never hit the send button. So that's probably what did happen, okay? Why do Japanese Pokemon booster packs only have 5 cards? Well, it depends on which Japanese booster pack you're talking about. Some have 5, some have more than 5. So, let's see. What do we got down here? We got a Princess Pooch. Ah, this is nice. PSA 10 Carddass Vulpix. That is nice. Beautiful. Last priced on $8.25. I'm going to check up on that one. This is a high quality card. We're going to keep an eye on it, make sure it's not suddenly jumped. Carddass. Carddass Vulpix. There is one for sale for $463. Yikes. They did all sell out. So the last one sold on September 8th, and the cheapest buy now is $400. I'm not willing to go that high. I think that's too high. But it is going up. This card is certainly going up. I always felt like this card was too cheap at 160. At 160, I was tempted to go out and buy them. I was thinking, man, I should just buy that. So affordable. These are so hard to grade. You guys have no clue how hard these are to grade. The legendary Ken Sugimori drew all of these. You know who that guy is? He's the original manga artist for Pokemon. Ken Sugimori drew these artworks. Here it is. It's a very prestigious card collection, the Carddass collection, which is why I have so much of it. I said, invest! My dumbass read my eye with pepper on it. I think I've told this story before, where a long time ago I had a girlfriend and I chopped up jalapeno, and that stuff's spicy. And then she and I were kind of, you know, kissing and doing things, and I set her coochie on fire with my jalapeno fingers. That was a long time ago. It was so memorable. Very memorable. If your man's ever cooking for you, make sure if he cooks with jalapeno, you don't get spicy with each other later. And I mean bad spicy. Painful spicy. There are. Mr. had a girlfriend. Don't worry. I only date men now. We are. All right. I only date femboys. I only date furry Pokemon collecting femboys. This really ought to be the fancy. Both of these ought to be the fancy red label. Or whatever. Ew, Mr. White. Ow. Yeah, she was like, I'm on fire. I was like, what's going on? And it took us a minute to figure out what happened, because she couldn't figure it out. She thought something real bad was happening. And then it was like, it clicked. It was like, I was chopping jalapeno. That's what happened. So she couldn't figure out what was going wrong with her for a while. She was just in a lot of pain. Spicy pain. There we go. Just like if you chop with jalapenos and then you rub your eyes, and it feels like somebody poured fire in your eyes. You're like, what have I done? Jalapeno with the chocolate meat is really good. Ooh. Jalapeno with the Arby's meat? What are you talking about? You want the Arby's meat? It's a Hello Kitty. Meow. Trafalgar Law Break. What do we got here? We got M. Schmoleon. Boy, he's cool, man. Let's turn this one into a gym break. Keep your Cheeto fingers to yourself. Ew. Jalapenos with banana pepper. There we are. Do you guys cook with anything spicy? Who likes the spice? I like spicy food. Lately, I've been appreciating non-spicy food. I've been appreciating regular plain food. Because if you eat hot sauce almost every single day of your life... Oh, what have I done? I did the wrong type of label. If you eat hot sauce every single day of your life, and then you take a little break from eating hot sauce, you go, oh, there's other flavors other than just overpowering spice. You can actually taste the food. It's like you can, when you don't put hot sauce on it, you can taste cheese, or you can taste like potato or something. But I would put a spice on everything. And, but now I'm trying to lose a little weight, right? Well, it turns out, you know, your sriracha adds calories to your food. So if you stop eating hot sauce, you lower your caloric intake. Turns out sriracha is made with sugar. Oops. All right. I hate spicy. Six says she loves spicy. She says, I like it spicy, baby. Ah, my eyes. Here you are. I love spicy. She puts spice on her peanut butter and jelly. All right, tell us, Six, what kind of sandwich do you like to eat? When you eat peanut butter and jelly, do you make strawberry jelly and peanut butter, or do you make grape jelly and peanut butter? And then don't tell me about any other types of jellies, just those two. Just those two. Which kind of jelly sandwich maker are you? Are you a strawberry girl, or are you a grape girl? What kind of, it says a lot, actually. I have a bottle of hot sauce in my truck because I put hot sauce in everything. Yeah, I was a kind of like put hot sauce in everything type. And now I've taken, that's taken a back seat. We're not doing that. All right, ketchup sandwich. No. I told you don't get to do that. You know why I said you don't get to do that? Because I know that's what you were going to do. The selection here is quite narrow. You have two options. Strawberry peanut butter. Imagine I present you with two yummy sandwiches. A nice strawberry and peanut butter jelly sandwich. Or a nice grape and peanut butter jelly sandwich. Now you must choose one of those. You don't get to do the made up, like, oh, I like nectarines. You don't get to do that here. All right, let's see. I voted for Nader. Ooh, the Carddass card's going up, guys. So this bad boy is now $350. I knew these were underpriced. I knew it. I knew somebody was going to come in and scoop them off the market. And it wasn't me. It wasn't me this time. Somebody is coming into this market and scooping these nice Carddass cards up because they're looking for any available affordable slab. Again, the prestigious Ken Sugimori drew these. Bought it with sugar on toast. Yuck, dude. Only rich kids eat that. Disgusting. Okay. I said either. Oh, no. She said either. She said either. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Here's Beatrice Moniz. Ooh. Can I please get a spot in the Empoleon Gym Battle? This is a beautiful Empoleon level X, and Beatrice is jumping right in. So if you would like to join her, this could go off tonight. 75 to 305. What? Who's going from 75 to 305? Miss Beatrice. Hello, Beatrice. How are you doing? Ooh. Here's Beatrice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Egg sandwiches are for alphas. Are they? All right. How tough am I? For breakfast, I ate a whole bowl of nails. Or what does it say? Nails or screws, bolts? Yeah, so without any milk. Oh, right this way, sir. Let's see. So Beatrice is in for the break. She is in the Empoleon break. We need one other to risk $45 on this very prestigious card. It is a 7. $90 for a 7 of this type of card and this quality is not bad. Not only is this one of the level X cards, not only is it Empoleon, but it's actually also a Black Star promo. So it's even more rare than you think. It's truly rare. Like there's just not a lot of physical copies of the card out there. What about a sausage sandwich? Let's see. Only if the egg sandwich has mayo or traitor to the egg sandwich club. Haha, I like the McDonald's bagel, steak, and hotcakes. Karis and I had McDonald's. We don't eat it very often, but we had it last week, I think. And I tried out their new like McDonald's chicken strips. And one of them was like rubber. Like I bit into it and it was like chewy like rubber. Horrible. Just horrible. The quality's so bad. Hey, what's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights? How's it going, man? All right. Ooh, let's cram these on to the break of dawn. So we're taking another picture. You can't see it, but these two cards are in the picture, okay? So we're taking another picture for our Discord. It's like eating fake chicken tenders. Yeah, I've had Popeye's chicken that did that, and Popeye's did that to me like twice, and then I said I'm never eating Popeye's again. I just ruled it out. You can't have rubber chicken. It's rubber chicken. You bite into it and it chews like rubber. I don't know what causes that in chicken, but it's a horrendous experience. It's a horrendous experience. I'm a manager at McDonald's in Australia. Nice, dude. Tell us something cool about that job. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Yes. I had a manager once at Target, and it turned out he was living a double life because when he was done working his manager job at Target, he was a manager at McDonald's at the same time, which, by the way, wasn't allowed. That was a conflict of interest. You weren't allowed to work 2 jobs and be a manager. So he was like, I don't care. He was a little rule breaker. Dialga 9, that's nice. Oh! I don't know about the price on these still. That's Pop 1. Let's see if that has changed at all. Pop 1. And what is it from again? It's from Full Armor Alex. It's called Gundam. 1989. Gun. Damn. All right, let's see. So there's 2 for sale. Oh, it looks like somebody's going to buy this. Look, it says in 1 cart. 6 watchers in 1 cart. That's our card. That's our table. See it? So that's one of ours. How about that? One of ours. And then this one has 4 watchers, but it's $1.2 thousand. I don't know. I honestly don't know the value of this. I guess what we can do for this iteration, we can make it $550. I kind of just want to list this up on eBay, I think. You guys, I think it's too experimental for you guys, and I need to get this in front of a wider audience. You know, I need people who actually collect Gundam to see this. Okay, there you go. This one's going up on eBay. Okay. All right. Pop 1. Crazy. Should have gotten that one listed before. You know, it's just too unique of a card. I just don't think anyone here is going to buy it. Here's another cool card that could be a... that could definitely be a gym break. Look at that Tyranitar, man. It's cool. This hasn't been priced since $5.25. Ooh, I see we have an order from Omar Batui. What's up, Mr. Omar? How's it going tonight? Tonight we're working on slabs a lot. It's kind of nice, actually, getting some of this done, but it's been a bit of a slow night. $150 is correct for this card. Yeah, nice new sleeve. All right, let's see. Poop Fart from 5 years ago says, you never shipped me my cards. Poop Fart, I don't know if you're real or not. I'm because of your name, I'm going to assume this is a fake account. Sorry, man. All right. So, let's see. Omar Batui, 2 OP6. All right. Maybe that was somebody with an abandoned bag. It's actually possible that I did not ship his cards. But he has to order shipping for his cards. And if he did not do that, then all he had to do was ask. I mean, we've been live every single day. So maybe he abandoned his cards. And then many years later, he's like, well, those should have been mine. I don't know. Or maybe he's just a guy with the troll account. I have no clue. But yeah, we run into abandoned bags almost every month. And so it's possible somebody's like, well, he should have shipped that to me. But we don't do automatic shipping. We do automatic storage. And then you pay for a round of shipping. We do it that way because we save probably thousands of dollars letting people combine ship their items before shipping. So it all goes together. That's Mr. Omar Batui. But it says that in the agreement. It says that in the description. I say it over and over again. It's pretty hard to miss that detail. But then also, if your items never arrive, you should be going, hey, where's my stuff? And then you just come over here and ask me, and I'll go, oh, you just have to pay for a round of shipping. It'll be on the way. So, you know, I don't know. That guy sounded like he might have just been trolling. Or maybe he's a guy who never took care of his stuff. He kind of procrastinated, but maybe deep down he kind of wanted them. Or maybe all these years later he realizes some of those cards have gotten valuable. Something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. All right. What a knife. Channel made 5 years ago. Let's see. His name is Poop Fart. He can't be real. Yeah, I know. It's possible. I have no clue. I too like to do the poop farts. Have you checked the price on those? CS2 made those look exact same as rubies. Thank you, Mr. Omar. Thank you so much. Miss Six says 4 of the gem 2s. All right, Miss Six, 4 gem 2s. 2, 3, and a 4. There we go. That's what I did, mister. Toss this over here. Yeah, you know, one of the things that happens, I think, with people's abandoned bags is they go, I'm done with Pokemon. I don't even care about that stuff. It's $50 a card. Who gives a crap? And then 5 years later, you look back and you're like, what are those cards worth? $500? Well, he should have shipped those to me. And it's like, they weren't that valuable back then. They were not as valuable back then. But I think there's probably a mix of things. I think people get bored of Pokemon and move on, or, ooh, look at that nice Eevee. They get bored of Pokemon and they move on, or they don't think their cards are worth even the cost of the shipping. So, like, for example, an international shipment on some cards might have been 20, 40 bucks. So some abandoned bags might be like, you know, international shipments that are actually kind of pricey to ship. But all kinds of stuff can happen. There it is. There we go. Miss Six. Look at all that. Beautiful, man. I love this set. Little stamp. Okay. Okay. Crazy Jordan, good games. I unboxed a knife the other day. Oh, you're talking about that one video game. That has like valuable in-game skins, right? There's like a whole economy to it. Here's a square cut Nidorina. Cool. There's an unpriced Lunala. Here is an Electabuzz Prism. Now, do we have a square cut in this box already? Let's see if we already have one. That doesn't look like it. I'm going to put Nidorina in. She's 30, huh? Wow, the Poke Shuffle is full. That is a full Poke Shuffle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5 is 30. One day the bulk hollows will be worth millions. Nidorina square cut. I should have done a my mom joke. That would have been funnier. My mom. All right. Good. Now, Queen of Spades, Lunala. PSA 10, Lunala, Poker. And there it is. There's one for sale for $470 from Italy. It's a pretty high price. $470. Jesus. I don't think I'm going to do that price. I think I'm going to do a price of $200. Okay. Good. Hey, what's up, Squid Pokemon? How's it going, Mr. Squid Pokemon? All right. So we're up to 63 views in 24 minutes. That's not bad. We're up to 25 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Let's go ahead and price up a new card, shall we? What's our pricing new cards pile looking like? Well, we got the cards that have already been priced and just need to be rotated, and then we got the new cards. Maybe we'll focus on one of these. Cute little Jigglypuff at graded 9. Quest Jigglypuff 9. Make it 64 and 26. Woo! Oh, it's a party now. Okay, look at that Jigglypuff. All right. PSA a 9. Quest. Pokemon. That Jigglypuff looks sus. You look sus. Gonna have to restart the app. The app is frozen. This app is always freezing, man. All right, how's this look? So, Mew is 150. And then there's not a lot of other 9s. Okay. So we're going to place this Jigglypuff 9 at $90. These just appear to be very expensive cards. My head is killing me right now, yeah? Definitely take a painkiller, just like 1 or maybe 2. Don't overdo it. Give yourself a hand massage or something. Or massage something else. Here's Celebi. Look at that Celebi. That's beautiful. This doesn't have a date on it. That means it was priced just like less than a month ago. So this Celebi just came back. We're going to give it a 9.25. 5 million. Only the top left. That means you have brain cancer. No! Look at this film cell card. This is a film cell from like the show or the anime or something. Check this out. Pretty cool, huh? How valuable is that? I have a theory these are way undervalued. Have you ever even seen that before? That is a film cell. Brain cancer, no! You know what? I took this out of a sleeve to price it. Kind of feel like I should just hold it. Let's get a price on it, though. Okay. Do you have Pokemon? Logan Paul's Pokemon card price at $1 million? I totally don't have that Pokemon. There we go. Would you like me to not show it to you? I think I just inhaled a big piece of dust. I felt it hit the inside of my nose. What the hell? Okay. Oh, yeah. Film cell. Film cell sounds kind of like incel. Which is what you are if you don't collect Pokemon. Only Chads collect Pokemon cards. There we go. Let's see. Those guys with no girlfriends are the ones who don't have Pokemon. Okay, we're going to hit save on this. Okay, and that is a round of cards coming off. Oh, baby. We got a lot of slabs with their pictures taken now. Maybe another round. Let's see. Wee wee. Thank God, dude. That's a lot of cards. Square cut Firo. Nice. So we got Shantoto here. Shuppet Hidden Legend 10. Let's take a quick look at that. Let me check the orders too, by the way. Looks like we got an order in the PayPal queues. We're going to take a look at that. Just let me take a look at Shuppet too. PSA 10 Shuppet Hidden. Okay. Oh, I should probably say Hidden Legends. Legends. There he is. Technically, there's one of a different style. It's slightly cheaper. We're going to stay at 65 because we have this one for sale. No one else does. Okay, 9.5. Good. There's the Firo. Here is the Alakashman. Celebi Venusaur. Ooh, this beautiful Pidgeot. That's a pretty card, isn't it? It'd be nice to try and cross-grade this into a 10, huh? Probably a 9. All right. Brainworms. Hey, who's got brainworms? RFK Jr. had them. Did you hear that guy's claiming that Tylenol may have caused autism in a bunch of babies? Now, when you listen to that, everyone's kind of freaking out that he's saying that. They're calling him like a kook. a crazy guy for making that claim. Imagine it was true. That'd be a pretty devastating piece of information, because who didn't take painkillers when they were when they were pregnant? I mean, probably everyone takes some painkiller at some point. So imagine it affects a child's development. That's kind of serious. But who knows? But I noticed a lot of the internet, after he made that claim, they were all like, I took Advil and I didn't get an autism baby. It's like, well, that's called anecdotal evidence. But it would be interesting if he came out with real hard evidence and he's like, here it is, here's the hard evidence. What struck me is the Advil company didn't say anything too strong. They said that they talked very professionally. They didn't say anything like, you know, oh, this is an outrageous claim. There we go. All right. They're a bit too calm about it. There we go. Oh, yeah. 6 says, give me that AR. Okay, peeling back that flap like a can opener. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doot, 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 doot. Very nice. And snipping this. Ooh. Miss 6. Picking up. Oh, the lesbian. Ooh, look at that lesbian. Pick it up. Look at that Vaporeon. Now we've got Jolteon. Okay. And finally, Eevee. You did it. You pulled the Eevee. Oh, yeah. Sorry, 6. I think you pulled one of those earlier, didn't you? Okay. The Charizard 151 go up to 300. Go up to 300? Charizard 151. You talking about like maybe like the Japanese version? What's he talking about? Oh, my baby. That's my child. Oh, mama. Okay, good. That's it. I'm ready to sell off those Nidokings. I'm moving to a home in the hills. Nicholas Bentz, 40 towards Hello Kitty. Can you show for screenshot and 2 Gundams? Let's see. Slab away. Nikolai. He said he's got a Hello Kitty. Black Label Kuromi going down to 170. All right, here's the deal. If it's right here, I'll show it off. But if it's in the slab away boxes far away, I'm going to say sorry. Maybe I should warn people to take a picture of it. It is. All right. Beautiful. Black Label 10. $240. Very moderate price for a Black Label, that is. Because I feel like I could easily ask like $350 on that. And that would not even be that crazy of an ask. Because Black Label is money, man. Thank you, Nicholas. He needs 2 Gundams. 2 Gundams. Coming right up. How's it going, guys? If you're new watching this stream, smash that subscribe button. If you want to buy some Pokemon cards live, that's what gives everybody their entertainment for the night. So you can make the stream a pop in place by placing an order. You are. If you don't know how to do that, check out the description of the live stream by clicking on the upper right-hand corner of the live stream. You are, and then there you'll see PayPal and everything else, which is how you send money over. Very easy to do this. We've been doing it for 6 years. Here it is, Nicholas Bentz. Oh, Nicholas. Ta-da. Now, I assume you have a bag over here, huh? Nicholas Lloyd. Nathaniel. Ah, Nicholas Bentz. Looks like it's saying Nicholas Betts. Oh, no, I see it. Bentz. Good, that's you. Boop. Use a cold compress. Troy, the best way to beat a headache, in my opinion, is to go to sleep. Go to sleep, man. Go lay down, close your eyes, turn all your cell phones off, close your eyes, give yourself a little head massage somewhat. You know what I'm talking about. No, but seriously, rub your scalp and fall asleep as soon as, turn everything off. Fall asleep as soon as possible. Your head will thank you. I get bad headaches myself. I'm a headache-prone guy, I think. Okay, we have no orders in the queue. So we have a break that just started. We're waiting for one person to join. If you like the breaks, we have this Empoleon, and he's ready to go. Miss Beatrice just jumped in there. Okay, that one's ready. How about we put together a jumbo pack break? Drink water and the right frequency works great. Yeah, water has never saved me from a headache. Everyone says to drink water, and it gets to a point where it's almost like annoying because people talk like it's some kind of trick solution. It's definitely not. Water has never solved a headache for me. Although one time I kind of overheated outside and those give me terrible headaches. I drank a Gatorade. Gatorade fixed it. That worked. But that was from overheating. And really it was electrolytes, right? All right, so I'd like to make one of these fun jumbo packs. What should we start with in the jumbo pack? I always put my thumbs together and press. All right. Oh, ow. What the hell? All right, let's get started. How about... Well, I like to get all the weird stuff. I really do. So let's get a Metapod. Look at that Metapod. Here's a Bleach. That's cool. Here is a Nightfall. Good. Toss this up here out of the way real fast. What else we got? Here's a Code Geass. Good. I really do like to get the weird stuff. That's what's fun about the jumbo breaks. Jumbo breaking time. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these. Okay. Here's a Gundam. Presumably there'll be another Gundam. What the hell? Oh, this is one of these, this is Azure Lane. Let me put this back here. We got one pack of Azure Lane here. Let's get a Gundam. Oh, wait, we already did. Gundam's doing very well. Gundam's one of the better selling sets on the menu, in fact. What's behind the Empoleon? Very cool cards. So behind the Empoleon sits, oops. Playboy Trump, $40 buy-in. If you hate him, by the way, you can have me drill the card, destroy it, and we'll record it and upload it for you. It'll be great. So some people don't like him at all. That doesn't mean you have to dislike me. We can get that card opened with the drill. We are. Let's see. So what else should go up in here? How about a Hello Kitty cat? Meow. I think the Hello Kitty cats are fun to open. How about one of these Hello Kitties? Ow. How about a Minecraft? I think the Minecraft cards are fun. Let's get a prismatic in. I like the prismatics right now. What else? I have one of these exclusive packs. Yeah, let's get one of these exclusive packs. This is the last one of these. Oh, you can't even see it. There it goes. Okay. Let's get a Lord of the Rings pack. Cards you never think to open, but they exist. We get one of these Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Okay, we've got Harry Potter. Ow. I like these Halo cards a lot, but those actually sell pretty quickly. Ooh, let's get one of these solo levelings now that they're really cheap. Okay. What else can we grab? Wish there was something bizarre that was like out of the way. Let's grab this guy. Okay, little wax pack. How about what else do we have? How about this guy? What's this called? Dan to Dan or something? I don't remember the name on that one. And, well, let's get a Pokemon Black and White Korean. Those are cool. I think they're cool. They're cool to me. Pokemon Black and White Korean. I feel like the Japanese rocket is super popular. We'll get one of those. Not Japanese. Those are really popular too. So let's have one of those be in there. And then let's get a Pokemon, or a Soldier's Return. All right, let's start adding these up. Haha, where do I buy? 3 dots on the top in the description. That's right, you got to open the description. It's real simple to place an order in this stream. To place an order, you got to open the description, which is just opening up the live stream description for YouTube, right? And then you got to be able to send a payment over on one of the payment platforms like PayPal, CASHAPP, VENMO, ZELLE. So that's how you do it. Look at all these packs, man. That's good stuff, huh? Ooh, I know another one. We always like to include one of these. One more. Here it is. Yes. Aha. Animal Cruising. So, let's get this started. So this will be 10. I can't remember this. Is this $1.70 or something? Let's get to our menu real fast. This always tests my knowledge of my own prices. Yes, this is $1.70. $1.7. These are a little more expensive. They're specialty packs. And so this is 3. And this is 2.5. And we know that this one is 5. Okay, 5 on that. We know that this is going to be 10. And we know prismatic is going to be 16. Okay, so those are some of the prices. Dan to Dan, I can't remember Dan to Dan. One Piece Union Arena Weiss. Dan to Dan is $5. Okay. Do you think Dan to Dan's too expensive? Do you think $5 is too high? This is $5, I believe. Harry Potter's in the extended menu. Did you guys know we had these Harry Potter cards? You can open these up anytime you want. It is officially licensed product. KU Harry Potter, $5. There it is, $5. We also have these fascinating Lord of the Rings action flips cards. Lenticular cards. They're lenticular. Okay, so these are under other card set, and they are $3 a pack. So you can play around with this for $3 a pack, or this for $5 a pack. It's really not expensive. Okay. Here's a Minecraft. Ooh. Minecraft packs have been popular. They're located under other card set in the extended menu. Aren't they? Minecraft Time to Mine is. Where's the Minecraft original? Oh, are they up in the, hold on. They're at the top of the menu, aren't they? They're in the moving cell menu. Minecraft base, $6. $6, huh? Okay. Kuromi, I think this is 3, right? Kuromi. You know, I kind of wish we had a smaller menu. This menu is so large. It really doesn't make it that easy to find stuff. Okay. Oh, it's going to be under the Metazoo, isn't it? We have a Metazoo category. Yep. Metazoo Hello Kitty, $3. Okay. This would be a Weiss card under the Weiss menu. Okay, Weiss Hello Kitty is $6, huh? That's interesting. $6. Rascal. Oh, because it's English. So this is English Rascal. This is the HoloLive, Curious Universe, and Elite Spark, which is 6 and 6.5. Okay. Code Geass, which is $6. Metazoo Nightfall, I think there's like 2.5, right? Is it 2.5? Let me just double check. Nightfall, 2.5. I had that one memorized. And then, because you know why it's so easy to memorize? Because that one's so unusually cheap. You can open so much of it. $6 for bleach. I believe this is also $6. Nope, Metazoo base pack is $5. That's the new reset for the brand. They reset the brand. Okay, Gundams are $5. Wow, that's a really decent price for a set that just came out and is so popular. Here's Final Fantasy. This is called Soldier's Return. I'll write it right over her boobies. So, one of the most popular Final Fantasy sets called Soldier's Return. It's got this Tifa in it. It's got a lot of Cloud and a lot of Sephiroth. Super popular, and as a result, the packs cost a little more, but they're really worth it. All right. Now, what we do next is we add this up. We're making the Jumbo Pack Break. Do you guys know what the Jumbo Pack Break is? It is a $40 chance to take all these booster packs. So 14 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2.5 plus 6 plus 6.5. I gotta sneeze. Plus 6. Woo! There we go. Plus 6. Plus 6. Plus 3. Plus 6. Plus 3. Plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 6. Oh, no. Plus 16. a little bit off there. Plus 10. Plus 5. Plus 2.5. Plus 3. Plus 1.7. This totals 128. Oh, plus 10. 138. So it's not done yet. We're at 138. We need more. 138. We need more. Now I want more. All right. So, what are we missing? How about Manga Dragon Ball? This was one of the most popular recent Dragon Ball sets. Manga Dragon Ball. There it is. All right, put that away. Dragon Ball is in the extended menu, so you have to know how to access the extended menu to see it. The Manga Booster is $6. Manga Booster is cool, man. Popular, too. We sold a lot of it. What is this music, man? This music's gone a little too crazy. What is this? All right, here's another set. This is a Weiss set, and it is called... Oh my God, dude. What am I listening to? God, get me out of here. That was hurting my ears, man. I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand that sometimes. So this one's called... Huh. Do I not have this one listed? It says in English? I don't think it's in English. See, that sounds nice. I don't think I have this one on the list. Interesting. Oh, the things you learn. How much of this do I have for sale then? This one's called Oshinoko. Oh, I do have Oshinoko. Okay, Oshinoko, which is $5. Okay. Oshinoko, $5. That's pretty fair. Oshinoko, Dan to Dan. We need more than $5, though. Ooh, how about one of these Sonics? Sonic, vintage Sonic, $20. Write it on his tummy. So what were we at? We were at 138 plus 5 plus 20 plus 5. We're at 168. Okay, did you hear that? We're at 168. We've got too much now. Let's just leave it as is. $8 off. Look at that. That's a thick freaking stack of cards right there. All random sets. Sets you probably would never open, but it's just kind of for fun. $40 to buy into this. It's a 1 in 4 odds. We're valuing it at $168. So it's technically like a clearance break. Back in the day, we used to have a green marker for that when a break was below what it really should be. Okay, cool, man. Sup, gamer, and yeah, bills suck. The what suck? It's always the weekdays until payday comes. My girlfriend gets my paycheck this week. Gotta help with the bills. Girls always trying to take your money. We are. I never really ran into that problem. We are. That's not true. I had one girlfriend who didn't like to work. She sucked. She didn't buy too much, though. She just didn't like to work. 41 in 4 odds. So there it is. The Jumbo Pack break returns. So we got that done. That's nice. That's kind of like one of those little jobs we can get done while we're live is building a Jumbo Pack break. These always end. They're just really popular. People love being in these. We must have had like 20 or 30 of these go off by now. They always go off. I think it's just there's an excitement to all these weird booster packs in here, you know? Like, what if one of them has the chase card in the set? Just the variety. People love that. It's like a big sampler platter. Maybe we should take it up to like maybe we should have it be like $200 and make it even larger. How crazy would that be? All right, so we have an order from our good friend, Jose Trevino. He says, Trump card, please. Mr. Jose Trevino, he is jumping into the Trump break. Is anyone joining him? That means we got 3 break cards ready to go off. Mr. Trevino, did you know that it's a 1 in 2 odds and that this is a break, right? Just making sure. I think you're new. So this is what's called a break card. Specifically, this is called a gym break. You have a 50 odds of taking it for yourself. We need a challenger in the Trump card. We are. That bag holding on to dear life. Yeah. It's like a tube top on a girl with massive boobies, and it's just everything's about to fall out. It is. That's how this bag's holding up, just barely holding on. You're like, Jesus Christ. There we go. So Playboy Trump. We got Empoleon is ready to go as well. See, Miss Beatrice is in Empoleon. And there's one more somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. We got 3 separate gym breaks with 1 person in each of the gym breaks. We need 1 more person for each one. Poker Peach. This lovely Pokemon Empoleon. And the fun Playboy card, which if you hate them, you can have it drilled. And we'll make a video and we'll say, drilled by so-and-so. If you love them, you could save them from being drilled. You could be like, I'm going to put it on my mantle. And then drive everyone who doesn't like them crazy. Make life affordable again. We are. Never going to happen, Mr. Arturo. They're going to raise the minimum wage. And then once the minimum wage is higher, the cost of everything's going to go up. And then everyone's going to say, like, I can't afford this. We should raise the minimum wage. Then they're going to raise the minimum wage. And then the cost of everything's going to go up. And no one can figure out what's going on. What's going on? And then someone's going to say, we should have government-ran grocery stores. That'll fix it. And it'll be absolutely insanity. Maurice says $80 to my slab away for the Pokemon Quest sticker Gengar. It's a good one, Mr. Maurice. A good one at a good price. All right, Gengar. He always sells everybody. You have $800 remaining. That's a big one. Thank you so much, Maurice. Okay. I'm going to hit refresh over here. Okay, very nice. And let's see. Boo, 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 boo. How nice. Let's rotate. We've got Zapdos. We've got Beedrill. And, oops. We've got Scizor. Ooh, beautiful. Then we've got this Suicune. You can't see him. He's off screen. And we have Gligar. Very nice. So, that's Pop 1, by the way. Look at that. It's Population 1. That's cool. We're going to go ahead and take a picture of this beautiful stuff. Actually, this card right here, he's got to go in the pricey channel. Very nice. What's that, Playboy Trump? Yes, the Playboy Trump break is ready. We need 1 other person in here. Mr. Jose Trevino, he's in, and we need 1 other person in order for the break to go off. So he's waiting. Okay. Very good. Bruh, Mexico raised minimum wage, and they're thriving. Turn in your U.S. What do they call that? Not certificate. What do they call that? Not passport. Your U.S. citizenship. Duh. Turn in your U.S. citizenship. Go move over there. There you go. All right. I hate it when people compare the U.S. to Europe and other places. It's like, it's so good over there. And it's like, I don't know if that's true. Like, if you live there, they might not agree entirely with you. They might be willing to trade you passports. You are? Oh. Tossing this. Over the years, I've criticized America heavily, and then over the years, I've come to appreciate America. That's where I'm at today in 2025. It took a while. I had some bitter years where I was like, this place stinks, you know? But over a long period of time and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of research on where to move, I go, holy cow, I'm already in the right spot. I'm already there. This is the country to be. This is the country, the place to be. There we go. Another troll, bro. Mexico raised minimum wage. What's that, Playboy Trump? Mexico law, if you don't live in Centro or whatever state you're in, you're not doing good. I'm sure that there's places in Mexico that are actually nicer than places in America. But I'm just saying, like, if you really want to go there, you can. You ought to. I feel like anyone who feels very negatively about America should seriously consider moving to the place that they think is good. And when you start doing your research, here's what's going to... Because this happened to me. This was my experience. I started researching that place I wanted to move to, and I said, oh my God, America is so much better. And I didn't realize that at first until I researched it. Then I did the research, and I said, whew, I am glad I'm over here. And it really comes down to, like, how much do you get paid? That's one. So wages and salaries in America are much higher. Number two, it comes to how much taxes do you pay on your income. America's way better at that. Like, it's seriously way better. People say, hey, you get free college in Europe. Yeah, but you pay 40% taxes on your income for your entire life. I'd rather just pay for my degree, and then after I'm done paying for that, I just get to make good money, you know, for a long time. I don't have to pay the same taxes. And then, so it's taxes, it's wages, and the price of a home. You could buy a huge home in America for like half the price it would cost over there and have it be a decent city too. That's all possible over here. When they say the land of opportunity, it's still accurate. You could go here, you could go to maybe like Hong Kong or something. I'd go here, Hong Kong, the UAE. I'd probably go to the UAE. Yeah, I'd go to the UAE. Hong Kong, United States, and UAE. Those are my favorites. Now, I like Switzerland because of the beauty of the land. But again, the taxes, much higher, much worse. Much worse. Now, you might not feel that way if you're living in California, by the way. California has outrageous state taxes that sort of mimic Europe, but without giving you free healthcare like Europe. So I can understand if you don't feel like America's that great if you're in California. But there's a lot of states that don't do that to you. So I would just recommend shuffling yourself around to a different state maybe. That's what a lot of people have been doing over the years. They've been moving to Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas. They've been moving to Orlando, Florida. They've been moving to Miami. Wow, this is a beautiful card, man. Look at this. Yeah, California taxes you to death. And everyone around you feels it too. So even if they're not taxing you, they're taxing your neighbors. Ooh. Loving being in America. I'm very happy to be here. I'm lucky to be here. This is the country to sell Pokemon cards in too. This is it. You want to be here with all 50 states buying and selling cards all year round. Man, if I was stuck in like Ireland, I really like Ireland. But if I was stuck in Ireland, I would not be the Cardconomist. It would be so much harder. It's not impossible, but I wouldn't have what I have today. I would be much smaller. All right, let's see what people are saying. Citizenship, I'll just be a dual citizen. Sure, you could do that, but you still have to pay taxes to the U.S. Also, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to do that. People brag about Canada, but yeah, how else would you compare economies? Also wasn't bashing America. I just said there's a proven method to improve citizens' lives and boost economies. No, a lot of people think that minimum wage actually holds back economies. Very often with minimum wage, you have the illusion of improving your life. I think right after you change the minimum wage, there's this feeling of euphoria. You got a bigger paycheck. You're like, I'm doing so much better now. But then all the smaller mom and pop shops that can't afford the higher minimum wage, they just go out of business. They get gobbled up by the big corporations. And then once they're gone, those corporations have a monopoly and they raise prices on customers. So for a short while, you make more money and prices stay the same. But after a while, there's a monopoly because the big corporations that can afford lots of government regulations, lots of fixed prices on labor. Those guys gobble up the small places that can't handle that. The startups, you can't be a startup. You don't have the money. You don't have the capital. And then, and it's funny because the biggest corporations of all, they don't pay any minimum wage at all. Think about like YouTube. They didn't pay me a minimum wage to make videos for them. So some of the best structured businesses of all time, they don't pay you a minimum wage for anything. You can work 12 hours on YouTube uploading content. They give you a quarter for that. So it's really fascinating. So, and they become the most valuable company ever too, right? YouTube and all that. Yeah, it's really fascinating to me. But really what minimum wage does, it's called a fixed price. The government is fixing the price of labor. And so it eliminates a whole bunch of jobs that could have existed. Like let's say minimum wage is 25 bucks. But let's say a company could have hired somebody at $19 and ran a business at $19 per hour. But now because it's 25, it's not a viable business. They're out of business. So you actually destroy a lot of potential, businesses, startups, mom and pop shops, and you sort of hand over a win to Amazon. And then once Amazon's making you, here you go, here's your $25 an hour, Amazon just covers that cost by raising their prices, and they have no competition because you kind of destroyed it with fake pricing on labor. It's fake pricing is what it is. It's not natural pricing. It didn't occur from supply and demand. It occurred because the government wrote a thing on a sheet of paper. Here's Victor Kokiko's spot in the Trump break and shipping. We're going to take care of that for you. You're going to have your $9 back. Okay, Victor, here. Have no fear. I know what happened, Victor. Alexis mistook it probably for an eBay label. You got $9. Here you go. Shazam. All right. You're all good on that. Now let's get you in here. You go to Ireland Mystery, you'll probably find a leprechaun with gold. Wait, I want a leprechaun. Sent for the Trump break. Heck yeah, dude. Let's get this done. All right. So the Trump break is going off. There you go. And most people will probably just want to keep this card because even if you don't like him, you can always sell him back for your money. You sell him on eBay or something. We'll get your fresh break card here. There you go. But it would be funny to have them drilled. So that is an option. Minimum wage doesn't make the worker more productive. It doesn't mean you're producing more goods. It doesn't make the market want to pay more for that good. And when the wealthy find out that they're making a lower profit margin, it doesn't make them go, oh, I just like making lower profit margins. They go, oh, now I have to find more productive workers or replace them with AI or get into a different business and shut this business down. That's what really happens. There you go. Because a business profit margin might operate at about 25% or something like that. Well, if they have to go from 25% to 15% because the cost of labor has artificially increased, they're not going to keep running that business. They're going to go, well, what business can I run that makes 25? That's what they'll actually do. There you go. That's what they'll actually do. All right, let's see what we got. That's really how it works. I think that the education system has failed a lot of people. It really didn't teach them how to play the finance game, how to win at capitalism, how to understand how it's working. It's like a video game, guys. Finance is like a video game with rules and realities. We are. All right. Okay, you ready? So, good luck, Mr. Jose Trevino and Victor Kokiko. Oh, you're starting strong with Chen Pao. All right, Victor. Oh, an energy card's not a bad thing. Energy cards hand out 20 HP. It's 220 HP versus, we're about to find out. Oh, he's still going to beat you, though. Chen Pao, round 1. It's best out of 3. Are you ready? Okay, round 2. Oh, my gosh, Victor, he might have this. And... Squovit's going to have his ass beat by Electivire here. 280 wins versus 60. The card is yours, Jose Trevino. What do you think of that, man? Pretty neat. You need to continuously play the game. Yeah. Well, that was true for our ancestors. Our ancestors needed shelter and food. There was never a point where our ancestors had like a big vacation or they didn't have to work anymore. All right, so this is your scoreboard, and you get a point for winning. And he gets a point for not winning. There we are. That's what your cards look like. You can participate in more breaks. There's a lot of them. There you go. All right. How about that? You know, this card was in a short, and that short ended up doing pretty well. And I was kind of surprised by that because the short in particular should not have done well. It was an advertisement short. I make different shorts, and here it is. So it says for September we've made, in the last 2 days we've made 43,000 views, and you can see the live stream break video ended up being the top performer in that time period, which is a curious thing. Let's go ahead and click on it. So look at that. It performed better than usual. Look, it even earned $1. Weird. So it performed better than usual content, and it's a very strange thing because that's an advertisement video, basically just telling people we've got breaks. Those videos never do well. I think it's just because the Trump card was at the thumbnail. And I wasn't planning that. It just, that's how it worked out. Like, I didn't plan it like, oh, they're going to love this. But it's funny because I think a lot of people click on it when they see that. So it's certainly a card that catches people's attention. It is. First time on stream. Nice. So if you've never shipped before, let me teach you shipping, okay? So the way shipping works, and I've still got to ship Mr. Cookie Co. The way shipping works, we do not automatically ship your cards. They're stored over here. To ship it, it costs $9 in the United States. If you're shipping it overseas, it's a calculation of $20, $40, or $80. Most will be $40 overseas. But yeah, if you're in the USA, it's $9. Now, you don't have to ship right away. You don't have to ship it today. You could ship it next week. You could ship it next month. You could ship it 9 months from now, like a baby. And so in the meantime, you're allowed to keep buying stuff and building up your shipment. This saves you a lot of money because the $9 is a flat fee. It never changes. So you could put together 20 pounds of cards and then ship it all for $9. So that's how it works over here. Automatically, we store it. $9 to ship it. I'm just kind of teaching you guys some of that. We have some new people lately. All right. Are you a Trump supporter, sir? Turn this down a little bit. I would say I didn't like his stuff with the whole Epstein Island. But in general, I would say I lean conservative, definitely. I think of America and the Conservative Party as a bigger thing than like Donald Trump. Obviously, he's a very, he has a big power over the Republican Party right now. And so he has a very strong personality. But I understand, I see the party as a bigger thing than just him. Okay, Victor, we're going to get you this. Ready? But I've always been kind of conservative. I was liberal when I was in college. I was very liberal. So for about 4 years of my life, I was very, very liberal. I was a conservative before I went to college, a liberal in college. Then I just went back to being a conservative after college because I like low taxes and I like free market capitalism and I like tough, well-applied laws. So I don't like crime. I don't like it at all. You are. And so you'll find me, you'll find that coming out of my personality. Let's see. If it would just let me print this, that would be amazing. Let me go ahead and reset the software. The software is so crappy. Thanks again, Mr. Tell Alexis. We also appreciate her shipping service. I'll let her know that, but I'm going to warn her not to miss these. What happened is she gets labels that looks like yours, and they're just eBay purchases of the slabs. And so she was probably not expecting yours to also have slabs to ship. She was not expecting that. So we'll get you a fresh free label to get you the rest of your shipment. There we go. She probably wasn't expecting that. All right. There are qualities I like about the Democrats and the Liberal Party too. I like that they're very open-minded. So I do kind of swing in the middle in that way. But financially, I'm very conservative financially. And that has served me well. Being financially conservative has served me very well in life. I got through some very, very difficult times in life to now be very successful much later in life. We are. All right. Having conservative rules for myself worked. Okay, fold this over. I'm going to write missing slabs on the label. There we go. All right, perfect. Good. Thank you so much for that order. Now we have an order from... weird. I got like a weird email from someone saying they can't see chat. I'm going to get rid of that. And now I'm going to hit refresh on the PayPal queue. Nothing wrong with being conservative in your finances. Here we are. I think it's a very good thing to be financially conservative. And so I believe in working. I believe in investing all your money. I like to invest in Pokemon myself. And I don't like to waste too much money on stuff that's like a consumable. That would be like weed is a consumable. Fireworks is a consumable. These are things you set on fire and then they're gone. So I like things you buy them and they stick around. That would be like gold. That would be like a Pokemon card. So I spent all my years on Pokemon cards on a huge gamble that Pokemon cards are going to go up in price. And guess what happened? It came true. Now I've got probably one of the craziest collections in America right here. I don't show it off all the time. You guys want to see some of my collection? I could show, well, I always show little pieces. Look at that Golduck. Nice. Let's take a look at that. Can I ask your opinion on the PSA 10 151 SIR Zard? I recently sent one in that graded 10. Not sure what I should do with it. Hold or sell. PSA's offering 866. Yeah, definitely do not accept PSA's offer. They're just going to instantly take your card and sell it somehow for a profit. I mean, they're acting as they're acting as GameStop. The only reason I would accept their offer is if you felt very lazy and did not care about optimizing your income on that card, or if you were desperate for money and thought they could sell it faster and better than you. Other than that, you can just list it yourself on eBay and it will sell because it's a popular card. But you're asking whether to hold or whether to sell. But you know, I'm the card economist. I'm just going to tell you to hold it. That's it. Always. And that's it for me. You know, so we're going to hold it until we retire. That's what we're going to do. We're going to hold it until retirement. I might sell off some of my cards after we move to a no-tax state, which I'm very interested in, if we move to a no-tax state. Kirsten and I were discussing that again today. Yeah, we're having a discussion about that today. But so if we get into like Tennessee, we might sell off maybe a significant chunk of my collection, just stuff that I only bought to sell later. And then after it's sold, plant that money in a conservative investment like real estate, like a paid-off home. So imagine this. We buy like a $500,000 home, paid in full, with Pokemon cards. And now we've just got $500,000 parked in real estate, no mortgage. We're not losing 7% on our mortgage. And we got a base of operations. And if all the Pokemon cards disappear or the market explodes, I still have a paid-off home. So that's a conservative investment we're thinking about doing. There you go. Mister's never going to move. Well, we were having a conversation. She has a doctor out here in Columbia, Missouri, and we were doing research because we were thinking about relocating. We did not know this. He is one of the top doctors in his fields in America, and he just lives out here in Missouri. And so we didn't realize he was so good. He has like 35 years of experience. And we might just stay just because of him. How crazy is that? We even talked about moving to Columbia today. But she was researching doctors because she wants a good one. And it turned out he is a good one. And people come from all over to see him. We did not know that. All right, let's see. We did not know that. We know that WashU University is a top healthcare university in America. And that's right here in Missouri as well. So maybe he went to WashU. I don't know. So we'll decide at some point, though. But that's going to be a key role as well. All right. Let's see. Got to be his Masaki Gengar. I think my favorite card from your collection is the No Hollow Dragonite or the LC Zard. Yeah, we got some cool ones, man. Washburn. Is that his name? It starts with a W. Yep, I think it's Washburn. You're talking about the doctor? No, 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 no. It starts with the W, though. She might be having a surgery with them. So she is actually on a wait list for that. And so we're deciding whether to move or to stay, but just because of him. No other reason. When did you start collecting Pokemon cards? Well, I collected them really heavily as a teenager, as a child. I started all the way back in 1999, and then I quit around Neo Destiny. I collected a Shining Kabutops, and then I quit right afterwards. I always wanted a Shining Tyranitar, never got him. And then I got back into it 6 years ago when I started this channel. 6 years ago, we started this YouTube channel. I got back into cards, and I just started putting all my money into the cards. Oh, Washburn University. No, we have something called Washington. WashU is Washington University, isn't it? Yeah, Washington University. I thought you were saying the Stasha Washburn. I'm sorry. I thought you were referring to the guy's last name. Ooh. The doctor's last name starts with a W, and we didn't know this, but he's like one of the top doctors in his field. He just lives in Missouri. Ooh, look at this. Slowpoke. Yeah, we got in to Pokemon card collecting before Mr. Logan Paul came out and did his crazy thing. They are. And overnight, I saw my cards triple in price because of Logan Paul. It was really crazy. It was just a crazy, crazy time. And I didn't sell my cards at that point. And for a little while, I was like, maybe I should. Excuse me. Maybe I should have. Hey, wait. Where's CS Man? We got to save. Okay, we got to save this for CS Man. This is a Pop 2 Yellow Deck Slowpoke. I'm going to show this to him. He might want it. All right. So we're going to show that off to him. Now, that's the same price as the cheapest buy it now on eBay. It's a good card. Tammy bought Mr. Cards. Counter-Strike. Hey, Mister, why do you think those Carddass file cards are going up so much lately? Because people don't believe cards like that'll go up, and then they do. Because, of course, they do. Like, did you see how much Topsun cards cost? So when I come out with the theory, and the theory is the Carddass cards are going to do well, and the theory is maybe these poker cards are going to do well, it's not a freaking insane idea at all. There are other cards, like Topsun cards, that already did that. It's actually a very simple prediction. It's not, I'm not like a genius, I'm not like a rocket scientist for saying, these other vintage cards might also do well, because there's only like Pop 30 of them. You know, so that's not that crazy. It would only take a couple guys, couple multi-million-dollar kids who inherited like millions of dollars from their boomer parents, grandparents, trust fund. Wouldn't take much to drive those cards up from $150 per card to $400 per card. That's like, it's totally predictable. And just a matter of whether you want to buy them or not. But most people go, I don't want those. And then they go up to $400. You go, why did I buy it? I was so close. We are blue bezoar. Ooh. Can you educate me on those Carddass cards, please? Yeah, so these Carddass cards, I got into them. Did we just have one? The Electabuzz? Let me go grab some. I'm a fan of the Carddass cards. And they might not be the first set to go up in price, but they will go up in price eventually. Okay, let's show off some of the TCC collection tonight. You know, the cards that'll go up in price first will be the original WOTC era cards that everyone remembers as a child. So look at that Sealdos Scyther. Carddass Articuno. Nice. Carddass Moltres. Carddass Mewtwo. Here's a Magikarp. Alakazam Sealdos. Purchased for $320. I wonder if that one's done much. I don't know about the Sealdos ones. They're really rare. Like, Sealdos is so rare, I don't think anyone's heard of it. Sealdos Fuden. Oops. Can't be a lot of these graded 10, right? All right, there he is. So it has gone up a little bit. And then if that one sells, it jumps a lot. All right, so there's Sealdos. Here's Coughing. Some of these I graded myself, actually. Yeah, I was the one to grade some of these. Here's Articuno. Here's a nice one. Here's a nice Dragonite. How cool is that? Oh, sorry, I got to keep my hands in the middle. So used to putting my hands over here, they need to be over here. Look at that. That's cool. Pop 8 Pikachu. Sealed OS Pikachu. I don't know how well this card's going to do over time, but man, this one's cool as hell. I really like it. Again, it's just this weird card. People don't know about it. It's harder for cards like this to go up in price right away because people aren't always checking for it. They don't always know it exists. They don't know to go looking for it. It's a bad idea to sell this in auction. Nobody's searching for it. So please, if you obtain one of these, do yourself a favor. Never put it into auction. You might be tempted to get an auction because you go, oh, I'll get the price right now. But since no one's searching for it, no one's going to know about it. It is. And then the auction's going to do very poorly. I got this card for $565 and $700, and it's only pop 8. Now, that might have gone up to pop 9 or something by now. Here's one of my favorite cards. This is the Carddass Charizard. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, Carddass Charizard. Here's the Sealed OS Charizard, which is currently pop 3. Let's see if that's changed over time. These are Charizards that are really, really old and rare. He is still population 3. That's crazy. So all this time later, you're looking at one of the 3. Wonder who asked the other 2. This guy was pop 104. His population might have climbed more. Oh my gosh, that Charizard is so awesome. Yeah. I like him too. He wasn't cheap when I bought him. Here it is. I don't know how well he's performed over time. He's now population 111. So there were more of these than we thought initially, which will affect the price. But he should hold a nice price, I think. See what you can buy one for today. I'm not too scared about whether the price is like performing super, super well. I'm just never going to sell this card. I think he's truly unique. He's unique. I call him... This is, by the way, this type of Carddass card, I call it Game Boy Carddass because it's got the original Game Boy artwork on the back. That's the original Charizard sprite on the back, so I call it Game Boy Carddass. There's a couple different Carddass sets, so you need a way to sort of like understand them, like which one is which. So when you hear me say Game Boy Carddass, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So there's one for sale for $11,000. It's tempting, actually. That's not bad. Makes you think, you know. All right. You got Karis a black kitty. I just saw it. Yeah, she adopted a kitty. Here's Gyarados. Ooh, just one kitty now, though. Here's a Bo Nickel signature on a Machamp. I was given this by another Pokemon card collector. I shared with him a Poker Mewtwo. I sent him a Poker Mewtwo. It might have been like a 9 or a 10. I don't remember. And then he sent to me this Bo Nickel signature. He's a UFC fighter, and it was on Carddass Machamp. He really... Oh, here it goes. I wrote it. It's from Max City in 823. Cool. So he liked that I was promoting the Carddass cards because I think he was an owner of them himself. So he thought it was cool that I was aware of them and spreading information about them. Kabutops Prism. I think I sold one of these. I had 2 of them. Carddass Moltres. Wow. Cool, man. And then here's a Carddass Zapdos. Just looks fantastic. Here's, you might not own this Misty. Here's a Misty card. Now, I don't normally collect waifu cards. I don't know why. I'm more into the Pokemon. But Misty, you know, it's Misty. So even if I don't collect waifu cards, somebody probably does. Got a couple Misties here. Cubone Misty. I think I might have overpaid for these. Let's see what the population on them is. The population used to be 8. So it was really rare at one point. And I might have made a mistake that I've made before, where I think a card's super rare and I gobble it up. It turns out it's not that rare. Yeah, look, now it's pop 30. That's actually incredibly rare still. Like, I mean, come on. There's so many Pokemon cards that, like the Moonbreon is pop like 18,000. So, oh no, this is pop 30. Oh, it's so high. The population's so high, you know. Here we are. 30 is really low. But that's called Cubone Misty. Now, I like Cubone a lot, and I think Misty is a very investable card. And so I liked both of those things. Also, Misty in a little head nurse outfit here. Look at that. Very interesting. Let me go climb back in here and see what you can buy a Cubone Misty for. Maybe I'll buy another one if it's really cute. Did I say cute? Really cheap. Cubone Misty. Cubone Misty. The cheapest one is $700. So I think that's probably leave fair enough alone on that. I'm not going to buy any more of the girl cards because, again, I'm not a big girl card collector. But maybe this has inspired some of you guys to learn more about the Bandai Namco Carddass and Sealdoss cards. They're certainly pretty unique. I noticed I didn't get to show you the Ken Sugimori Charizards from these collections. That's a very good one to see. The Ken Sugimori ones. Let me show them to you real fast. So that's that. I love this Pikachu. Again, it's that old style Pikachu. Super awesome. I would like a Cubone Misty. About to hide. Okay, give me a second. Now, I need to jump into the Charizard box for a minute. We got Charizard box. My music stopped. We're looking for Carddass Charizard. Where'd he go? Ah, here he is. Just two of them. I don't know where the third one is. There's a third one somewhere. Actually, I think there's a fourth one as well. I thought I owned like 4 of these. So some of these are missing. I don't know where they're at. That's pretty typical of me. I usually have a couple cards missing. I don't know where I placed them. But I believe I have 4 of these. I think I either have 4 or 5 of them. This is Ken Sugimori's illustration. Hit play here. All right. You're back from your workout. You missed out. I was just showing off all the cards that I was ready to sell to you. Look at that. Ooh. So there we go. 3 Charizards you've probably never seen, or you don't see them very often at least. Actually, I did find one card you might be interested in. I know you're probably not a huge fan of these poker cards because you didn't express too much interest, but check this out. I found this last priced on $625, population 2, $200, yellow poker, slow poke. So in my book, the yellow poker deck is the most collectible poker deck. Check out the back of the card there. See that? These yellow poker decks are very rare. And so here's a Pop 2 Slowpoke. I know you like Slowpoke. So if you ever get into poker cards or niche Pokemon cards, you'll want to pick this one up. Because one day, if you don't buy this, anyone's allowed to buy it. Someone else might own it. And then you'll have to look at them and be like, they've got it. There's only 2 in the world. That's one of them. Actually, let's see if that's still true. There's 2 of these in the world, graded 10. And you really cannot find sealed yellow decks for a very good price. Honestly, all I have to do is hold this and not sell it, and it'd probably go way up in price. Here it is. So it's actually population 3. So this card is population 3. So there's 3 of these graded 10 in the world. And did I check the recent price on it? Was your pricing the last sold price? My pricing is never last sold. My pricing is always cheapest buy it now. But let's see. Slowpoke. Poker. I can tell you right now, 200 is a very good price on this. All right, so here you can see the same one on eBay. So this would be what I'm basing my price on. Notice how it has 12 watchers and the others don't. That's because this is a blue deck, that's a blue deck, and that's a yellow deck. Pretty good. So, no, we don't ever base our prices on last sold. We always base it off of the cheapest buy now. That's what we do. Sometimes, one thing you have to consider is you don't pay any taxes with me. The taxes are already in the price of the card, so that's nice. So technically, mine's cheaper than the one on eBay, because if you went to eBay to go buy that, they're going to charge you like 7 to 8% taxes, whatever you pay where you're from. You're from New Jersey, so could be kind of high. It could be like on the 8% side. Yeah, I'll get it. That's a good move. I think that's a smart move. Population 3, yellow deck Slowpoke. Now you got a Slowpoke in your collection that nobody has. And that's what it's all about, guys, is having cards that you can show off and be like, you don't have this. I have it, but you don't. So that's what collecting's all about, is just kind of showing off the cool things you collected over the years. If you collect exactly the same card as everyone else, it won't really feel that special. Trust me. That's the draw of the niche sets. The niche sets, they suck you in because they go, you could have something no one else has. And then you feel like, oh, look at me, big man, I got the big card. Do you have a base set first edition Shadowless Charizard 10? I do not. I had a chance to buy one and I rejected it. Let me show you. I do have this, but I thought about selling it. Give me a second here. Here it is. I purchased this a very long time ago. Unfortunately, I bought this around the Logan Paul time period. Now, what I should have done is I should have bought a 9. But I bought this 6 because I had a complete PSA 6 collection at one point, and then I regretted buying it and I sold most of it. The Charizard hasn't sold because he's so expensive. Who's going to buy it? If you donate to each other for no profit, it's a tax write-off. What? All right. You're saying this Charizard's $5,000? I think I paid $5,000 for him. Let's see what he goes for these days. He was not a great purchase. He did not perform well, but in the last year or so, he might have performed well. So let's see. I actually haven't checked in on this Charizard in a very long time. Let's see what we got. Well, it looks like the cheapest one is $6,000. I'm sorry, 11.5 thousand. There it is. That appears to be the cheapest one. So over a very long period of time, this has done well. It says it was last 9,000 on 625. I believe I paid 5,000 for that. And I don't know how I feel about it. Ooh, what's this song? Oh yeah, we were just listening to this. Okay. Sort by ended recently. Oh yeah, look at this. PSA 6 first edition, 10.3 thousand. Okay, so that's pretty good. So this card went from a $5,000 to a $10,000. So it has doubled in price for me, but it took all 6 years for it to do that. To tell you the truth, that's about as good as the stock market. That's about as good as the stock market. Why did it not perform as well as, like, say, a modern card? Because it was already really expensive. That's why. You know, it's a PSA 6 and it's already selling for like $5K. I mean, that's a lot of money. This would be a fun card to do a major break on, don't you think? But, you know, I had a chance to buy, like I said, I had a chance to buy first edition PSA 10. What we were planning out, me and the other guy, we were talking about doing a partial cash, partial trade. And I have enough cards to do a proper trade for a card like this. So I could trade for a PSA 10 Zard. I really don't want to. What I've discovered over the years is that this card just does not go up in price like other cards do. The number of people buying this Charizard are very limited. There's not too many people buying him because he's out of their price range. In other words, there's not enough rich people. And so I could buy $300,000 of Destined Rivals booster boxes and put them in a closet. Or I can buy a $300,000 base set Charizard first edition and put that in a closet. Which one doubles in price first? The Destined Rivals. It always doubles first. So this is a rich man's card, and I'm just not that rich. I have a lot of Pokemon cards. I don't have a lot of cash, and I prefer the cards that I picked out over this Charizard. I just don't think he's a good investment. Regrade to get an 8. Let's take a look. This got a 6. It looks to be about a 6. I think PSA got it right on this one. Looks to be about a 6. It would be fun to regrade it with Tag, maybe. Maybe Tag would like that if I did that with them. All right. All right. If Tag regraded it into a 7, I'd do it. Looks clean for a 6. Why do you think it's a 6? I saw various problems with the edges on the back, and then I saw multiple print lines in the hollow. Not print lines, but scratches, rather. Next up, we have an order from Mr. C. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second. What is this? I gotta hit refresh. Click. Clean it and regrade it. Yeah, I'll fill in the white dots with blue marker. Mr. Mr. C. S-Man says, give me that Pop 3 Slowpoke. All right, hold on to this guy. Don't ever resell him. Even when times are tough, hold on to him, okay? Even when you get bored of collecting. That's a big trap for a lot of people. They get bored of collecting, and then they sell their cards, and then a couple years later, the cards explode in price, and they go, damn it, why did I sell? So when you're bored, just put them in the closet, say, I'm taking a break from these, and don't obsess about their value. Just step away from them. There they are. Here's Jigglypuff. We got Sexy Booty Lady here. And we've got a nice Bulbasaur, too. This is going to have his picture taken, and these will be placed into our slab box. If you are new watching this stream, we take pictures of our slabs, and we put them on our Discord server. Like this. See? Lots of pictures. So many pictures. These are all for sale right now, and you can shop them in our Discord server. And guess what? We take up-to-date pictures constantly. Pretty much every month, we update the prices and the pictures. And so you can shop when we're not live and pick something out, or when we are live. And when we are live, what I do is I like to price them all up. We just got a contract with Tag Grading where we get to be a tag dealer, and we get to do middleman grading for tag at a little bit of a better price. And then we've made an agreement that we'll grade 500 tag slabs per month. So don't forget about me. Come back. If this is your first time here, come back. We're going to have really big tag returns soon with lots of cards in them. So it's going to be very exciting. I'll have slabs coming out of my ears. I don't know what I'll do with it all. What do you think about the Chinese exclusives? Are they good? Mr. Smokey, that's all experiment. We don't know yet. You're either going to go, oh man, these were overpriced and overhyped. Or you're going to go, wow, I'm so glad I bought these. It is really hard to say, but boy, are they expensive right now. They are so expensive. Why did you sell the Celebi? I feel like that would be one of those cards you would hold on to. Yeah, I talked about that before. It's strictly because I don't collect Celebi. That's it. I bought them a long time ago because I was just buying cards to sell later, and now is the time to sell. What you didn't see is I also sold a Shining Steelix, but that one was already taken, so what was left was Celebi. So one guy took the Shiny Steelix, you took the Shiny Celebi, so I sold 2 of them. 2 cards. They're both gone. Every month I put cards up and then they're gone, and it's very hard to replace a card like that, and I may never replace it. But, you know, I go on shopping sprees every now and then, and I just start buying a bunch of stuff. And then after the shopping spree time period is over, I go back through, I scrape through, and I say, what am I keeping? What am I turning into inventory? And, yeah, we got plenty of cards. Look, I'm going to grab you a stack of cards here. You ready? Let's see what is in our stack. We got Tyranitar. We got a Tyranitar. Birthday, Darkrai, nice base set Squirtle, that Ditto Pikachu, Tyranitar, EX Deoxys Holland Phantoms. Ooh. Destined Rivals Top Frozen. Oh, this is nice. That Gengar's nice. I want to crack this and regrade it, don't I? All right, so that should get regraded. Look at that. Carddass Side Up. Man, that's good. So I just got lots of stuff lying around. Ah, this tiny screen again. Ah, we meet again, tiny screen. We meet again. Foiled by tiny screen. Oh my gosh, I would pick up that Tyranitar and EX Deoxys. Yeah, there was another guy that wanted to buy the Deoxys from me, and I had to say, because I wanted that Deoxys. That's Holland Phantom's Deoxys. That Tyranitar, once upon a time, wasn't that rare, and because he wasn't that old. How? The hell? Crazy how this plastic lets go. You know how it crumbles. Okay. Plastic's good for you. How much microplastic you think I got in my blood? You're gonna have to call me the microplastic king. Ow! You're gonna have to call me the microplastic king. So the Beckett edge breaks off real clean, doesn't it? That's so interesting. They don't all do that, you know. LMAO microplastic-conomist. Something like that. Let's get the lint roller out, shall we? Now, get that there. I've opened a lot of these over the years. There's something called a sonic welder. That's how they get these sealed shut, with the machine called a sonic welder. I own one. It cost me $25,000. I own a sonic welder and can encapsulate cards. It's a big machine, and what the machine actually does is it vibrates plastic so fast that the molecules separate and then they melt together. So it's two pieces of plastic that melt into each other. That's what a sonic welder is. That's what it does. And that is how your cards get graded. Sonic welder reveal. Would you guys like to see that? I would have to walk past my sleeping wife. She sleeps in the family room. She sleeps out there so she's not lonely. She likes being in the family room when she sleeps. We have a bedroom in our family room so that she's not lonely. You know why? Because I work overnight, so she doesn't sleep with me. She kind of sleeps by herself every single night for 6 years, which she has expressed not being a fan of. You are? I think I bumped that card with the freaking roller. Gotta be more careful. Okay, but we were just going a little fast there. I was being a little aggressive. Okay. All right. There we go. It's very cute if she's sleeping with that cat now. She's got a cat, and the cat is pretty affectionate, and so it'll sleep right on her, against her, and she likes that a lot. She has expressed that that's very important to her. There you go. All right. I don't mind sleeping by myself. It doesn't bother me. Comfy, you know. No one disturbs me. There you go. All right. So that failed to get a pristine 10 at Beckett. That doesn't mean it can't be a 10 at Tag. Oh, let's take a picture of it, shall we? So, cards we are sending off to Tag. We like to document the cards that we get a second opinion on. We like to document it. 9.5 Beckett going to Tag. All right, guys, let me service your orders. All right. That's pretty much Karissa's baby now, mister. She would choose Kitty anytime. Yeah, it scares me a little bit. I said, well, who would you choose, me or the kitty? And she says, don't ask that question that you don't want the answer to. So, Mr. Jose Trevino says he'll go ahead and ship out now. You got it, man. He wants a round of shipping immediately. Got it. Okay. Mr. Trevino. Oh, okay. Oh, right. We're shipping you for the first time, of course. So let me log in over here. Is your shop wholly online? Yes, it is. The whole shop is operated from my home. I live in a prestigious lake house, the Lake of the Ozarks. It's a nice house. It's not a prestigious lake house. There are some prestigious ones out here. It's just a decent one, that's all. Very beautiful. It's got a really beautiful chunk of land. And we're tempted to move out of it. We're talking a lot about that recently. But we've been operating this card shop completely online Just from YouTube. I get like 99.9% of my sales from YouTube. The other 0.1% is on eBay. You might run into me over there. Every once in a while, we get an eBay sale. It's very rare. That's going to change. That's going to change because we are going to start... go ahead and print this. We are going to start listing a lot of slabs on eBay. We're going to be selling those tag slabs on eBay. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. Please take a picture of my slab I got today for the Discord. Oh, good idea. Did we need to do that to the other one? And we didn't do it? I can't remember. Did we have one at lunchtime where that happened? I don't remember. So let me get you a bonus pack. I'm going to get you a bonus pack. Ah, my arm. So here's your bonus pack, okay? Toss this in a fresh baggie for you. It's nice to meet you, Jose Trevino. I hope now that you know how it all works that you'll hang around from time to time and show us some Pokey love, okay? Also, don't forget, at 100,000 subscribers, we do a $5,000 giveaway. We're pretty close. I mean, look at our subscriber count. It's 98.5. That's like that's like 1,500 away from a big giveaway. It'll be a 100,000 giveaway special. You know, that's the appropriate thing to do. You break in 100,000 subscribers. That's the silver plaque with YouTube. That's a big deal. It's a big milestone. Okay, now there is one more thing to explain with the shipping. Shipping gets worked on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So your package won't be packaged until Wednesday. Okay, just letting you know that. There we go. Yeah, we do it 3 times a week. You should have also gotten an email with the tracking number to the email address you had in PayPal, okay? That helps you. You check your spam for that. It'll be stamps.com. So you'll get that tracking number. Oh, by the way, this card right here, this was hand-drawn by my wife. Some of you guys are new, so you didn't know. She does some pretty cool drawings. It's neat. And the card is encapsulated with our little encapsulation setup. I just mentioned that. We got our own grading. This slab is almost identical to a PSA slab. Isn't that cool? Except it's got a little TCC mark down there. Yeah, you might run into this on eBay on a rare occasion, one of these TCC graded cards. But she drew this. It takes a long time for her to draw it. And she doesn't sell them. I sell them. And I never sell them for less than 100. Here you are. And we've sold a ton of them. But I haven't asked her to make any new ones in a while. I should tell her to do that. Here you are. How much is that? This card here is 100. It's really neat. It's a hand-drawn card. She signed it, and it's got encapsulated. We've authenticated it. A for authentic. A just means authentic. So we just do our encapsulation to say, yep, it really is what it is. Okay, we have Victor Kokiko. He says he'll take 5 packs of DR with the $9 credit. DR. What is that? That's not Destin Rivals, right? No, that is Destin Rivals. Yeah, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. I know the next time one of these little drawings sells, she'll probably get back into drawing them again. Here we are. All right. She's kind of a shy person. She doesn't participate as much in the stream or anything like that. She's more shy than I am. She does software engineering. Some of you guys already know that. But, you know, there's some new guys in here, clearly. And so she's a shy person, and this is like a nice way for her to have like some way to express, you know, some art. Isn't that nice? All right, here goes. What do we got? We got Houndour, Wabofet. Discord link, please. Yeah, a Discord link, huh? So it's in the description of the live stream. You might have to highlight the link, and then your phone should give you an option to open URL or whatever. Yeah, because they used to be clickable links, but it appears when we're in vertical mode, you can't click on them. It's very interesting. So you'll have to highlight the URL, and then your phone should give you an option to open it. But it's in there. It's in the description. Check the 3 dots at the top of the screen, and that should give you the description, okay? It also shows you how to participate on the channel. Ooh, baby, you got a hit, dude. Victor Kokiko, you might have missed that trump card, but you got a hit on the Misty Sida. Congratulations. That's like a top pull in this set. Did you know that? This is like a top 10 card. Very nice, man. That's why I like this set. It's got Misty in it. It's a Misty set. It's a Rocket set. It's a Misty set. It's got a nice Cynthia's Garchomp. It's a good set. Destin Rivals is good. I bought like 10 cases of this to hold long term because I like it so much. Just found your videos earlier today and I love them, says Aiden Yo-Yos. Hey, what's up, Mr. Aiden? Now look at this, guys. We're about 2 hours in and we break 110 viewers. This is definitely just better than the horizontal stream, guys. I don't know what to say. The horizontal stream was stuck. We were stuck at like 55 viewers in the horizontal stream. Imagine the entire stream had just been vertical and we were hours deep into the vertical. It just would have been a better stream. I don't know what to say. We might be a vertical stream channel now. I hate to say that because I really do like the horizontal. You get the whole table. Do you guys know what the whole table looks like? It looks like this. So horizontal, you get the whole table. Vertical, you just get the 3 slabs. But maybe we will have to redesign our setup or something. Crazy. There's just more views. The likes hit 56. I think we had like 12 likes in horizontal, and I looked at that and I said, you guys don't even like this. You claim that you do, but you don't hit the like button. Victor with the V. Let's grab that bag, which is over here. Right? We made a label. We made a label. Aha. Whew. Okay. You have any first edition Pokemon packs? I do, but they're not for sale. So basically, I just hold on to those and let them get older. We do host a break on a vintage pack. It's 1 pack at a time. We do 1 pack at a time. So if you wanted, after this current vintage pack break ends, we can host a new one that is first edition. By the way, for those of you who have just jumped in, here is our Jumbo Pack Break ready to go again. So Jumbo Pack Break returns. This has gone off like 30 times. $40 buy-in, 1 in 1/4 odds. 25% chance to pull the whole thing for 40 bucks. And then you get all these booster packs. And a very fun opening. And then let me show you that pack split. So here it is. This is a Jungle pack split. We began something that we call the pack split. We began this like 5 years ago, or was it 4 years ago? This is a very popular form of opening up a vintage pack in pieces. Basically, you're going to buy in at $36, and then you will get 1 random card in this pack. All 10 spots have to sell, because there's 10 cards in here, right? This booster pack has 10 cards. So all 10 spots have to sell for $36 per spot. And then I shuffle your names up, and everyone gets a card from the pack randomly. One person's going to get the holo. Could be you. So it'd be like, if you pulled the holo, it's like you pulled it from a fresh booster pack for 36 bucks. Very popular. Now, everyone else will get a common and common card. Some of those are pretty good. So you might pull a pack fresh Pikachu Red Cheeks out of here for 36 bucks. That's not a bad thing. Because if you look it up, I bet you he's like, what do you think the Japanese one sells for? You think it sells for like 200? We haven't checked that in a while. Jungle Japanese Pikachu, I bet you is like 200 or some silly number. So the Pikachu is a highly sought after card in this set. Oh my god, that is some stupid money, man. That is, Pokemon cards are at such a crazy new high these days. So now wait a second, I don't even see a jungle one for sale. Now here we go. Okay. No, that's mislabeled. So that's a mislabeled one. Hold on. Holy cow, man, I can't find it. Let me check sold. Let me check sold. Maybe one's sold. Okay, so it last sold for 175, but that was back in June. Oh, wait. On August 6th, it sold for 300. Well, more like 270. But look, so this is on August, $270. This appears to be the latest one. Oh, no, wait. This one's August 21st, marked down from 300. What? You gotta be kidding me, dude. So this little pack right here can hand out a Red Cheeks Pikachu, and it often does. In fact, CS-Man opened a pack, and he instantly got one. So he's just a common card in this set. And if it were to grade 10, that's like almost $300 by itself. That's nuts. So that's our pack split. You can buy the whole thing out for $360 if you want. Kind of pricey to do that. You're paying a premium to do that. But we'll open it immediately. But a lot of people just like to buy 1 spot, maybe 2 spots, and then when it's filled up, it goes off. If you weren't there live when it went off, you can always rewatch it by using our breaks history channel in Discord that helps you see when it went off, and you can click on a link and go see it. Or if you're here live, you just get to see it live. It's a lot of fun. Usually we get a lot of viewers when it happens. It's just very popular. So that's the vintage pack break. We've been doing that like 5 years. It's a unique product. You can't participate in a break like this at Walmart. You can't do it. I don't think you can do it on eBay. I'm not sure about eBay these days. But it's this unique thing where you have to have a host, essentially. And I'm a very good host. I've been hosting these for so very long. And we have a nice system for it. We have a nice audience that understands how to get into these. So, and we've got all kinds of breaks, not just this. Like you'll notice, here's a Bowser card break. Now this is a out-of-print Bowser from 2015. This is tougher. With this kind of break, one person gets everything. So one person gets the Bowser and this Mario as well. There's a Mario poker card. This one's really crazy. This is called the Mega Break. And it's basically a $3,300 card that you can pull for 40 bucks. But guess what? Your odds are really bad. So the odds reflect the price of the card. So you can either buy in at 400 with the 1 in 8 odds, or you can buy in at 40 with the 1 in 10 over 8 odds. So these are really small odds up here if you buy in at 40 bucks. We got some other cool breaks like this Trafalgar Law manga. These odds of $40, 1 in 14 are way, 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 way better than trying to pull this yourself out of a box, because the mangas are just so rare. So these mangas are underpriced. That's what they are. You can just go buy one. You don't have to participate in my breaks at all. You can just go buy a manga off the internet, okay? We've got, but to pull one naturally out of the box, it's very expensive apparently. This is a very popular type of break. It's called the Rare Candy Break. Typically, it's like a high-class alternative art from the modernish period. Right now, we're doing Espeon VMAX. I think it's a fantastic break. I think this is a card that will continue to rise in price because that's what we've seen over the years. Never went down in price, only gone up. That's a very popular one. We got this Gengar Master Ball break. I picked this one out for you guys because I have a strong faith that this one is going to go up in price every time. So I picked that one. So we got two strong contenders where you can take a shot at it for 40 bucks. You could go open 40 bucks of Fusion Strike packs, but you may never get close to this Espeon. But you could buy into this break. Now you have a real shot at a graded 10 Espeon. It's just better odds. Same here with the Master Ball. You can spend 40 bucks on 151, but you're not going to have 1 in 19 odds if you're just opening regular packs. It's just not going to... The odds of actually pulling this guy at a 151 are so poor. So my odds are better than the actual sealed packs. How crazy is that, guys? And we used like ChatGPT to show the math behind this. It's very accurate. Here's a nice smaller break, 1 in 6 odds for Aerodactyl. He's a nice vintage card. He could be worth buying outright. Here's Moltres, beautiful Topps Moltres, just a really beautiful textured card. Some people don't know that these cards can have texturing in them. Check out the texturing in this Moltres. Shockingly pretty. Topps Chrome Pokemon card. A Topps Chrome Pokemon card. This one's actually Topps Series 2, I'm pretty sure. We are. All right, so that's me. You're saying read chat, says Sam. Hey, what's up, Sam? Mister, check your orders. I want to open another one. Mister, I bought it out. Okay, you're buying out the Jungle Pack. Is that right? You're buying out the Jungle Pack. Yeah, it's a good pack. All right, here it is. Mr. CS Man says, open that Jungle Pack. You got it, man. So, Ryan, your order for the Japanese Jungle Break will not be wasted. First of all, let me check something real fast, CS Man. Let me check something. Okay, so that pack split was brand new. No one was in it yet. It was Ryan, right? Mr. Ryan Shapiro will get another Japanese Jungle Pack out and get that break going again, okay? So, but let's open this one right now. I got plenty of Jungle Packs, so we'll get a fresh one. And who knows, that one might be hotter than this one. We don't know which one's the hot one. That's the fun. All right, one whole pack of Jungle for Mr. CS Man. You've been going crazy on these. I really appreciate the big orders and the entertainment that comes with the big orders. You guys ready? Do you go by Mr.? Some people call me Mr. because of an old inside joke. It wasn't a joke. It was more like a story. Long time ago, there was this kid in Discord, and he kept trying to get my attention because I wasn't responding on Discord. And what he would say was Mr. That's what he'd say. So he'd send me a message, Mr. I wouldn't respond. And he would just say it over and over again. Mr., 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 Mr. So a long line of him saying Mr. And then his last question before he gave up, he said, do you like Charizards? And that was it. And I just didn't respond. He was too young. I didn't want to talk to someone so young. It was just weird. So I didn't respond to him. I didn't talk to him. And yeah, he said, Mister, you like Charizard? So that became kind of a funny thing. And then people started calling me Mister after that. Here we are. All right, you ready? So let's try and grip this. There it goes. Plastic. Plastic and foil. Okay. Oh, yeah. Very nice. So how's this looking? Let's peel that a little bit. We want to make sure we have a nice clean exit on this. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Now, the very front card. You thought that was funny, Mr. Smokey? Yeah, we all thought that was funny, too. He must have been like 5 or 6 or something, and I just didn't want to talk to him. He's too young. I just talked to an adult, you know. So I wasn't responding to him, but he wasn't giving up. He's like, I'm going to get this guy's attention. So he would just say, Mister. Okay, we got Pokeball. Hey, Mister, you got any Pokemon? Right there. Right there. As easy as baking a cake. Look at the Betty Crocker cake. Look at that Pikachu. We were just talking about how the Pikachu sells for $310, and so that the pack is probably undervalued. And boom, we just pull it like it's nothing. And I told you that because it's not a rare card. It's a common card. All right, I'm going to set this to the side for you. Oh, wait, we will keep it on screen for you. We are. I forget we're in vertical, so horizontal we can set it to the side, but vertical we got to keep them there. All right, so Parasect, Stanky Manky. So we're looking for a couple others. Eevee, Cubone, Jigglypuff. Here's Execute, Dodrio. It's nice. Goldeen, and Bellsprout. And Fearow. All right, so it's a Pikachu pack, though. That's really nice. Now, we still got to flip around his holo, but he's already got all these lovely cards. There we are. Now, here's how I would do them. If you can't get them to grade 10, and they're going to grade 9, might be better to hold on to them and not grade them for a long time, because one day they could become so expensive that even the 9s are super profitable. So in the future, you grade these when you're ready to get some 9s graded. If they're going to grade 10, you can just send them out now. There you are. I know you're going to ask for a pre-grade on this Pikachu. Let's take a quick look at him, okay? Okay, so my opinion on the Pikachu is he's a little off-center. You notice that this corner appears a bit thin compared to this corner down here, which is a bit thick. And so this card might end up being a 9. I would hand this a 9 right now. There we are. Off-centering 9. We're going to check the back of it. You're, of course, welcome to test this out. You can send it out to grade and test it. We are. Very hard to get those 10s, you know. That's why 10s are so valuable. That's why the breaks are so cool, because they give you a guaranteed 10 when you win. Now, here goes. Lots of great Pokemon in here. Let's see what you got. Oh no, it's Venomoth. Nah, Venomoth is actually definitely one of the weaker Pokemon in the jungle set. So last time you got Jolteon, this time you got Venomoth. All right, so this pack, well, I would say this pack would have been really good if this Pikachu could have accomplished the 10. He's more of a 9. How does this guy look? He looks better than the Pikachu does. Yeah, this card might have a shot at a 10. Top to bottom centering is a little off. It's not that bad. It might be like borderline. Let me check I'll just do a pre-grade for you for free. Are you ready? So you kept us busy tonight. I appreciate that. Let's get this pre-grade in. Okay. Unfortunately, this card has a print line in it. I'll give you the zoom. All right, see that? Run it. Oops. Can you see it? Running right there. See the line? It might be a vertical print line too. Oh, multiple print line. Oh, no, that's the sleeve there. Okay, hold it. But that right there might be a bit of a vertical print line. I'm sorry. So this pack not going to yield you some big returns. It might get you pretty close, though. So this would probably be a 9. Pikachu might be a 9. Other cards I'd look to grade in here. Well, no, I'd say it's a little bit of a tougher pack than it appears at first. So it's a tougher pack because if these graded 10, it'd be a big flip. But since they're not going to grade 10, it's a bit tougher. All right. I'll send both to Tag. That's not a bad choice. So Tag will probably give these, I don't know what they'll give it. Maybe if you're lucky, both get a 9. Yeah, I think they both have a shot at the 9, definitely. Here we are. And then they're very beautiful cards. Let's see, where can I place this stinky thing? Set it here, maybe. All right. So let's grab a bag. That is so cool. Now, what we will do is we'll grab one more jungle pack and begin a jungle break on that. We're in the jungle, baby. That is 2 jungle pack breaks going off. We're starting a 3rd one. This time, Ryan Shapiro is jumping into the new round. So he wants it to be a proper break, everybody. So I hope you'll consider jumping in there with Ryan Shapiro so that when it goes off, we can see it pull the top chase pulls in the set, which would be number 1 is Snorlax. So what you want to pull out of this set is Snorlax. Number 2 would be probably like Flareon, right? Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, which, by the way, you pulled the Jolteon last time. Remember that? So you did good on that Jolteon. That was very good. All right. How about that price on the tag middleman grading? It's really decent. $30. I do all the work. You don't have to do the taxes or the return shipping, which is a type of insured shipping. It's pretty expensive, actually. It is. Mister, I won't interfere with this one, but on the next one, we can do something different. Can we do something different? Yes, absolutely. Yes, 3 packs of jungle is a lot, actually. So I'll be happy to do something different after this one. Let me go ahead and get that last jungle pack now. Where are my jungle packs? Here we go. All right, Mr. Ryan Shapiro. The good news is that this pack did not have Snorlax in it, the one that had just gotten opened by CS Man, because if it did, you could be a little bit sad about that. You are in the next pack break. This could be a pack with the Snorlax in it. We don't know. Good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, bro. You are balling like a mofo. Yeah, you've made the stream really fun this last week or two. Okay, Ryan Shapiro is going into the next pack split. And so, here's how that works. We're going to go ahead and grab a fresh baggie here. And a fresh sticker. So, anyone can join this for $36. And I'm going to write down P-split on it. Good. So he sent in $36. That's the cost to get into the break. And I write his name on a card like this. Good. Gotta run, mister. See you later, Mr. Ryan. Appreciate it. Appreciate you popping in. I'm bored as hell. So it's chill. Rough day today. It's fun being able to open up something special like this. We are. So that cost you got to compare that. That was a pack of vintage jungle. Compare that to the Sea and Sky premium set that you opened. Which one do you think offered more value? That's a real question. It's a tough question too. You got 14 booster packs out of there compared to 1 vintage pack here. So that's one of those questions you got to ask yourself. Sometimes you just do a little bit of everything because you like the variety, the spice. Okay, Sisman says both the tag. Nice, dude. Very good. Do you prefer your women vertical or horizontal? Not gonna lie, I like me a nice horizontal woman. There we go. Shaped like a Gatorade. Here's an Arbok. Here is a beautiful Sanrio. Meow. Here is a Noctowl. Here's 2 you can't see off screen. Ho-Oh and Ghastly. Man, I want to watch that new season of Beavis and Butthead, but I can't figure out where to watch it. Guess it's not on Paramount. How do you watch that new season? I heard about it, and I went looking for it, and I could not find it, man. All right, this will go in the All Slabs channel. Take a picture here. Okay. I always regret spending the money on the packs because I realized after I should have spent it on Slab, but this is so fun. Exactly. When it comes to collecting, it doesn't always have to be about like profiting or, oh, I spent $50 and got 1,000 back or something like that. It doesn't have to be that way. You can just write it off as a sort of like expense. Like when you go out to eat, you don't think of it as like, oh, I have to profit while I'm eating. There we go. So some people, they do this kind of like, oh, if I put 100 in, can I get 200 back out? And so that's the way they kind of enjoy Pokemon. Some people, they just open packs to have fun. And if they do well, that's a bonus. It's a bonus. And so there's different ways to think about it. Somebody kind of had to explain that to me because I was kind of more like you. I was more like, okay, if I put 100 in, I need to get 100 back out, you know? All right, let's see. Let's refresh this. The new Alien Earth season is pretty entertaining. Okay, Ryan Shapiro taking one more spot in the Jungle Break. That means the Jungle Break is 2 spots deep and needs 8 more people. Good. If I had the money, I would rip vintage. All right. Yeah. Yeah, actually, if you think about it, somebody out there does have the money, and they just probably constantly rip cards for fun. All right, 2 spots deep for Mr. Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Well, guys, it is 4:30. I think that concludes our stream for the day. This stream would have been 3 hours long had we not streamed in horizontal at all. We were getting so few views in horizontal that we decided to swap it up into vertical and test it out. And look, our peak concurrent jumped past 100. We got 59 likes. I bet we got more subscribes too. So I don't know what to say, man. We might just be doing vertical for a while. I'm heading to bed. Have a nice night. Mister, please don't forget the grading for the 2 cards. Oh, yes, we got them. I'm on top of it, Mr. CS man. I'm like a genie. Your wish is my command. We got the nice jumbo packs ready to go. We priced up and showed off a lot of cards today and put them into the All Slabs channel. Of course, some of those slabs are slabs you've already seen before. We still have more to go. It's not done, but that's okay because we got, we got to have something to do tomorrow, don't we? Hope you sleep well. I hope you all sleep well. Have a nice night, everyone. We'll be back on tomorrow for the daytime stream.